Okay, welcome everybody. So I needed to make this video tonight. Can you guys hear me okay? Put one on a comment just so I know that you can hear me. Welcome guys. Okay. Let's see. Welcome everybody to our live tonight. Tonight I am talking about how to win, okay, free Bitcoin. And the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of people have been sending me comments and saying, okay, I put my link to Bitcoin and I'm waiting for you to be paid. Let's see if this is real or not. And I think they just don't understand. They haven't read the rules, or they don't understand which video that I reward and which video that I don't. So obviously I need to make this video so when I reply in the comment, they can watch this. So please, sir, if you're watching this and you didn't get paid, it's because maybe you don't understand how our rules and regulations and system works to be paid. But lots of opportunities to be paid and make money, free money. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to be paid. But before we do that, I want to talk about, I went live this morning. Some of you remember, yeah? And let's go to this. Okay, right here, I said we went live 8 hours ago. I said Bitcoin dump, sell now. 124 views so far. And honestly, there was a lot of people who didn't like. They give me the dislike, okay? Because at that time, it was here. And I told people if it crosses that blue line, there's a good chance that it's done, okay? Because you can see the pattern. And of course, it did dump. Doesn't mean that I'm always right, and I wouldn't say that. Trading is based on the laws of probability. And so what that means is that I try to use indicators, and I use many. And as you continue to subscribe and watch this channel, then you will learn more. And of course, some people have seen Ethereum. They asked me to guide them on that. And as you see, it kind of breaking down here. And it reached that blue line. So it's probably not going to go higher than that. So we can expect new lows on Ethereum as well. But if you made a trade on Ethereum, it's very nice. Look at all that growth here. Okay, so I just wanted to share that because my goal, okay, by the way, how many of you sold your Bitcoin, followed my instructions? Because the goal of this program, right? Hold on a second. I need to adjust this PowerPoint back up. The goal of this YouTube channel is to help you make money, 100x without losing, right? So, hi guys. Well, I don't guarantee the time zone, right? So I do my best. But okay, let's start. Okay, how to win, right? So as I said in my previous videos, that I'm pledging to give $1 million on my YouTube channel. Okay, that is what I'm pledging to do. I'm not promising a specific time, but I will explain to you how it works. I'm a millionaire, and I'm a Bitcoin investor, and I teach people how to make money. Okay. So how to 100x without losing. And the not losing part is very important. Okay. So plus I give free money on this channel. Okay. If you want to support our channel in the future, you can do that. You can, like support and give money, and I will promise you I'll give it all away. But what has happened so far is I've started off very small, and people who know me, and they said, Michael, why don't you give $1,000? Like, you're giving $10. You're so rich. And I said, it's like coming. Okay, I have a plan, and you can see the plan. Just like Bitcoin keeps going up, we've done $10, we've done 20. Now we've given 30 last time, 5 people each. Please do not post your Bitcoin address. This is not a video. That's why I'm making this video. Because I see multi-gamer posting his address, and it doesn't work like that. I will explain, okay? And it's going to keep going up. The next one's going to be $40 up to $1 million, okay? It's not going to be 40 and then 1 million. This is for real, okay? It's not a joke. It's not a gimmick. The reason I'm doing this is I'm going to share you. But anyway, first, here are the comments who confirmed they received payment. You can go and read the comments of when I send $30. I don't delete comments, okay? I started deleting comments on people who leave their marketing link. I don't know if I should do that even, but I don't delete bad comments. I don't delete any comment. You want to leave a bad comment, that's up to you, okay? I'm not going to do that. I used to do that with my Facebook channel. I have a Facebook channel, and I don't do that anymore. You want to leave bad comment, that's up to you. But you can see that people are being paid. He says, oh my God, thank you. I must share your like channel, okay? So people are really being paid. It's not a joke, okay? Just want to share with you. So my YouTube channel is two major like sections. One is free money, and one is how to 100x without losing money, okay? Very quickly, let's go and see the YouTube channel so you understand how it works. I will come back to that. So if we go to YouTube channel, let's just go up here. There's all the comments. And you go here and you scroll at the bottom, you will see that it's organized in sections. One, it's free money. One is emergency videos like we did today. And one is how to 100x without losing money. Okay, this is very simple channel. I'm not going to make like 100 different sections. It's going to be very, very, very simple. Okay, free money, how to 100x, and emergency, and these are the uploads, and this is to announce when I'm going live. That's it. There's nothing else. Okay, it's going to be as simple as that. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go back to the presentation because I want to be very clear to you today. Yes, I'm only interested in number 2. That's good. So how to 100x. Yeah, that's smart, right? So, but you know what? Yeah, I should probably post your comment, right? He says, I'm only interested in number 2. And as you do that, then you can join me on the mission to give free money to people who really need it. Because right now, we're living in a world where a lot of people need money. And so I decided to create this YouTube channel to give as well. And I'm very excited about that. In fact, that's where I'm most excited because I found in my life that making money makes me happy, but giving makes me equally and sometimes more fulfilled than making like money because I know people really need it. Yeah. Let's talk about, please subscribe to my channel if you want to get these opportunities, whether it's free money or how to 100x without losing money. And I will say that, like, without losing money, very important, guys. Okay, drink my beautiful state water here. And if you're so kind, many of you have already done that. Please share these channels to your friends. They will be very grateful to learn how to make money. And also free money if they need it, because some people really need it, right? Okay, so here's how it works, right? When you see this, okay, because some people left the Bitcoin address on this video, and many other times I go live, they leave a Bitcoin address, and I need to send them this video. So when you see the video, that's when you have a chance to win. These are the videos you have to watch for under free money. You don't get money on every video that I make, okay? And so you will see the design like that. We're not going to change the design. Okay, the first one, $10, very ugly like design. 5.7 thousand views on that one. $20, $30, that's one you see. And then I congratulated the winner there and how I feel. So it's all under free like money, okay? That's how you know that it's happening, okay? So I will say how many people rather can win. So far it's 5 people, okay? So that means top 5, the first 5 people, okay? I will check the time you put your Bitcoin address, and if you're first, then you win. Now, let me explain that very quickly because I think there's room for a lot of confusion there as well. Let's go to the last one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel on how. Let's just go to sort by newest first. And when you sort by newest first, you got to go all the way to the bottom, guys. That's how I decide the 5 winners. So here's number 1. He's got his address, and he was the first person, okay? Second person, I think this one didn't have an address. Well, that's a problem, right? This person as well did not have an address. So the problem is a lot of people lose their opportunity, and this person had one, okay? And one day, and that's how you count. I count from top, and here's the person who won as well, okay? So, and that person didn't receive it yet, right? And so I will check. So I will double check. That means if you didn't receive it, right, don't panic don't put negative comment. You can if you want, but just communicate to me, and I respond to every comment on this Facebook. Please understand that. I don't mind you leave bad comments. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't bother me. It used to, but I've come to a point where people can say what they want. It's not about what they say. It's about my mission. Does that make sense to you? Right? So anyway, when you have like whatever 10,000 subscribers at some point, right? It's going to be hard. Okay, no, we're not going to use PayPal because we're teaching people to trade crypto. There's no reason to use PayPal. I know PayPal now accepts Bitcoin, but they don't have an address, do they? Right? They just allow you to buy with Bitcoin. So we'll come back to that question though, right? We'll come back. Okay. Dave, I hope you received the reward. Okay. Did you receive it? Because if not, again, please bear with me. Okay, I'm sharing a lot. Thank you so much. Hey guys, like for sure I will send it to you. I promise you, right? Like we put the names as well of who won, and I put it's paid. Now, if after 24 hours, it usually doesn't take that. I do send it the slow method because right now it's very expensive because so many traders. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that. But you will be paid, okay? Please do not cheat or you will be disqualified from this page forever, okay? So that's common sense. Leave a chance for other people to win. If you do nice things in the world, nice things will come back to you, okay? Secondly, please do not react if for some reason you didn't receive the money. Calmly put a comment on the YouTube page and we check every comment carefully. If for some reason you still didn't get it, comment again. Don't give up. I will go, okay? Now we will get it like settled. So for example, here's a person, I think they're on the live too, right? Is this person on the live? Are you on the live? Just checking. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, so they put a comment and I'm going to deal with it, right? And then help you to deal with that. Everyone who wins will be paid. That's the promise. Okay, guys? Is that fair? Yeah? Oh boy, good question. And I realize, because I've never really sent money before with crypto. I invested in crypto, didn't send it. And now I realize they got really high fees under the Ethereum address. So I much prefer a Bitcoin address. I'll come back to that, okay? I'll come back. The problem is not everybody can get a Bitcoin address, but everybody can get an Ethereum address, okay? So let's go through the rules to win. You have to be the first 5 people. This might be less when the amounts are higher, right? If one day I'm giving you $10,000, probably not going to be 5 people, okay? A comment does not qualify. You must enter your Bitcoin address. Ethereum address is also accepted, but I prefer Bitcoin. But listen, the only reason I accept ETH address is some people may not have the chance to have a Bitcoin address for whatever reason. But as I said, everybody can get an Ethereum address. It's not possible to scam when you give a Bitcoin address. Okay, it's not possible at all. Okay. Aha, I did I? I sent you an extra 20. Well, yeah, because you said you didn't get it, so I sent it again, right? That's funny. So you got 40 then, right? I hope it wasn't somebody else's 20. Maybe I was tired and I didn't get it. Oh shit. But anyway, when you send money, it's under a blockchain and there's a track record of the blockchain. No, it's safe to share your Bitcoin address, your Ethereum address. There's no risk, okay? Number 4, you must follow the page. So you don't just give your Bitcoin address. You must subscribe to our channel. And you must also share the video. And you must like the post. You got to do all 3. Otherwise, you could if you only leave your Bitcoin address, you may not qualify. So make sure that you do follow, share, and like. Most of you have done that. No, don't send it back. It's okay. Okay, don't worry about it. It just, yeah, it's fine. It's cool. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your very kind comments, guys. And yeah, so that was the point. Thank you everyone for your nice comments, and thank you for all your like support. I read all of your like comments, and I was heart touched, really. Tears come to my eyes just reading them. And yeah, really, really feel connected to you guys. And I can see that people get it. I can see that people understand what I'm trying to do. And it's really, really cool. Yeah. What do I mean by follow? Well, you have to subscribe to the channel. Maybe I should change the wording from follow to subscribed instead, right? So let's do that, right? If that's confusing, my first language was not English, it was French. So let's go back to this, right? Why would I say follow, right? So let's change that to subscribe. Okay. You must subscribe to the page to qualify. Is that clearer? It's clearer, right? Okay. So that's what I mean. Subscribe, share, and like. Very, very like simple, right? Originally, I'm from Canada, but I live in Thailand now. Yeah. I am Christian, but I also believe in oneness. I studied in India for a long time with Enlightened. I studied Buddhism. So I try not to... I believe I am one with everything, and I like to think of it that way. So... But yes, definitely Christian, but I believe in oneness, one consciousness, right? Beautiful state, right? Live in a beautiful state. And that, to me, like, people, like, you can do no wrong in a beautiful state. Like, when you live in a state of love, a state of joy, a state of gratitude. To me, that's where, good things come from. All the bad things in the world, if you think about it, comes from a suffering state. All the evil, all the wrongdoing is come from a suffering state. As I said to you before, I really recommend Krishna Ji, who is the creator of the beautiful state philosophy. Krishna Ji, let me share with you. This is a good question because one person I really respect is Krishna Ji. And you can go to, hold on a second, because I'll come back to this. Okay. Krishna Ji. Okay, oops. Krishna Ji, oneness, beautiful state. Yeah, these are the people. Okay, they have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. They teach about the beautiful state. And it's a very helpful to trade as well, right? Because you cannot trade from a state of fear, right? So just a very good point. I don't want this to go too long, but if you learn from these two in India, they are my mentors. They wrote a book, and I highly recommend it. Oh, you guys cannot see it. Sorry. Can you see what I'm sharing? Cannot, right? Hold on. Let me share the Safari right here. So these are my mentors who taught me about the beautiful state. And I went in India to learn from them many, many times. O&O Academy, and they teach about the two states, beautiful state and like suffering state. And they wrote a book, and I highly recommend it. So you can go to PK Consciousness to check them out. Highly respect them. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. So we can stick on the point here. Yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for all your comment. It really means a lot to me. Really love you guys. Hope you can feel my feeling for you, the connection. What is a Bitcoin address? Oh boy, what is a Bitcoin address? It's a wallet. It's a digital wallet, okay? It's like a bank account, but it's a decentralized. You can get decentralized one. You can get it through an exchange. So Claudia, which country are you from? That will help, right? No, Dragos, you didn't hurt anybody. And you know what? I think it was good, because when you squeeze an orange, whatever comes out is what's inside, right? So no, you didn't hurt anybody. I didn't even think twice about it. I was totally okay with it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm not making this a Christian like channel. It's for Buddhism. It's for like Muslim. I really believe in oneness. I believe in connection. Like in when I went to like India, they said a beautiful state is a state of connection. So for me, I don't want to create disconnection with anybody, even if they put bad comment on me. I don't care. You know, it's good. I still want to give them a chance. So, guys, here's the point, right? So whether you are one person who wants to win free money, or you want 100x without losing money, please subscribe to my channel now and follow us, okay? And I will show you how to 100x without do both. You know, if you need money to get, like a lot of people, they don't have any money to get started. So that's why this YouTube channel like kind of gives people a chance. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, yeah, that's cool. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah. 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 Well, you got to keep this YouTube channel based on its like purpose, right? Yeah. Thank you. I do. I have no shame in saying that I'm a Christian. That's all good too, right? Because all of the stuff, love other people, same as yourself, forgiveness, that message resonates with me. Yeah. Yeah, crypto, you know. I was telling some of the people I coach, you know, nobody knows who really created crypto. It's divine almost, you know. Like Bitcoin is a divine currency almost. I don't know. I mean, I like to think of it that way. It's like a divine currency, right? That's a long story, but if you follow my channel, I will come back. But 8 years ago, my relationship with Bitcoin started 8 years ago. But you know, it wasn't all easy. Like I didn't see the opportunity at first, clearly, like some have. Okay, so I grew into it, but I did see it in the beginning. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So originally I'm from Canada, but now I live in Thailand and I have a Thai wife and I have four kids here. Yeah. Okay. So you can ask questions at this point before I finish, but how do I get a Bitcoin or Ethereum address? And I think I should make a different video on that point. But guys, you can go to YouTube, okay? And let me just show you that because I don't want you to feel like, oh, he didn't give me everything I need. So you can go to YouTube, okay, and how to create, like, it doesn't matter where you're from, but at least everybody should be able to create a Ethereum address. Okay, and just click this, how to create a MetaMask address. And it will show you there's so many like videos. And then what you do is you type in MetaMask, right there. Okay, will show up. And then you can download. You'll need Google Chrome, and it will open a wallet directly on your Google Chrome. You will need a computer. I think they also have it on your smartphone. So yes, you do need a smartphone, but you know what? To open a MetaMask address, you don't even need a ID card or anything like that. It's a decentralized wallet. Welcome to the new world, guys. Okay. Now, as far as Bitcoin, Bitcoin's a little bit different, but there are a lot of options there. You'll have to like research that. But I do prefer Bitcoin wallets as well. Hardware wallet, I use, right here. Trezor is what I use. I have both, but this is what I use right here. Trezor. Let's go to this one right here. Whoops, right here. That's a Trezor wallet. It plugs in your like computer. It's a cold wallet. It's very, very safe. No one can take your Bitcoin unless they have this, and that's what I use. Okay. I like Trezor. I have other ones, but Trezor is the best one. So Trezor, I'll put on the thing for you here. Trezor. Okay, let's go to Safari right here. They are a little bit expensive, but again, if you have a large amount of money, you may want to use a cold wallet or one of the top exchanges. Okay. Now you will need to register with ID card and everything, But if you want to create a Coinbase would be one. Coinbase is probably, it's American. It's one of the biggest exchange in the world for creating a Bitcoin wallet. It doesn't cost anything, but they do have, you do need to use your ID card. What do I think about SafePal wallet? I haven't used it, so I don't know. Have you used it? Okay. I think today, like, you mean the risk of Bitcoin, like hacking or things like that? What do you mean by risk, right? Like, I think if you have a wallet like that and you keep your Bitcoin and you, because it's offline, it's not connected to the internet. And then the other thing you can do, okay, now what's new now is you can get these keys, and that's a key. Like, instead of Google Authenticator, you have keys like this. It means that you cannot access the Bitcoin without this key. So it's much more safer than it's ever been. It's never been this safe. You cannot send Bitcoin without this. You can like receive it, but so these are the kind of things that are like happening, and that's why many millionaires and billionaires feel more safe investing in crypto. Yeah. Binance is the other one. Yes, I have Binance as well. Okay, so Binance is good if you want to leverage. So let's go to Safari. So Binance is good if you want to leverage. Okay, so this is Binance, and it's good for buying altcoins. Like, a lot of new altcoins are not traded on Coinbase, but they are traded on Binance. Yes, you can keep on Binance exchange. That's not a problem. Just make sure that if you want to be secured, make sure that you have double authentication. And when I say double authentication, you should just research that, right? What does that mean? It means that two-step verification. It means that nobody can log in, no hacker can log in without having a device. Whether it's Google authentication, like, would be one. Usually most of them are using Google Authenticator or SMS. Okay, Google authentication is better than SMS. A hardware key like this is safer than Google. This is the best one. You cannot beat this. Okay, because this has an encrypted key, and no one can access. Like, when I log into Binance, I have to use this. You cannot log into my Binance account without this. When I send Bitcoin, I have to use this. No one can go to my Binance, even if they know my password, they cannot access it without the key. You see how safe it got? Like, it's never been this safe. And it's one of the reasons you're seeing more people investing in Bitcoin, because it's been the safest it's ever been. Okay, yeah, we'll have to come back to that point, right? Because yes, you're right. I'm aiming for 40K. And then you're exactly right. So I'm not sure if you got that from me, but that is exactly what I'm aiming to do. I believe we're going to see a drop to 40K. Then you get in, you sell at 60K. You can try 61 or 62. We have to see, right? But, don't sell. Try to use a stop sell. Today I was teaching my group. I have a group, and they make very good money with my coaching. That's how I started. I didn't start with a YouTube channel, by the way. I was a coach for a very, very long time. And I have a inner circle group in my Bitcoin that I tested my coaching with them. And they started making a lot of money, and they were very grateful to me. And I started to think, wow, how can I help more people? And that's why I started the YouTube channel, because they're making a lot of money and they're very grateful towards me, and they're new and they don't know much. If you're an expert, maybe you don't need me, but a lot of people, they need somebody to kind of guide them. When do I sell? When do I buy? What's the strategy? How do I 100x? How do I stay safe? There's a lot of questions, right? And a lot of these big crypto channels, I follow them. I like Crypto is my favorite one. You should follow him as well. I like his energy. Crypto, this guy, so you can follow him. I really like him because he's humble as well. I like humble people. It's got a funny face. This guy is really, really good. Really like him. Okay. Guys, don't just follow me, okay? Get other people's opinion as well. But I'm doing very well trading like crypto. Just saying, right? So I like that guy best. Yeah, Kenny, you know him, right? Yeah. 53. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that it goes to 53, but what we have to look at, I'm not saying that you shouldn't aim for it, but it has to break, right? What I mean by that is right now, if we go here, right? It has to break this, because if it doesn't break outside of that pattern, and if it breaks on this side, then we know for sure you're not going to go to like 53. So I wouldn't start a trade right now. It's just not safe, right? And remember that we are teaching people to 100x without losing money. That's the point. So I'm not saying it cannot happen. How high do you think the risk is with Bitcoin? What do you mean by risk? I mean, like, you mean like what kind of risk? Because, you know, it's not, I wouldn't say that there is no risk with Bitcoin. Who asked that question, right? Go back to the question. Yeah, I know, and he could be right, but he said many times on his channel that he sells his Bitcoin at 54, but we haven't seen that. I'm just saying, right? And by the way, if you go back, right? If you go back in when it passed the 40,000, it didn't go higher than 42. So now we went to 52. That, like, I'm just saying, right? So yeah, how high? I'll come back to that question, the risk on Bitcoin, right? Yeah, I did answer that question. If you go to my channel, I did answer that. So where's YouTube? Hold on, because I put all the yeah, I'm not just saying that for any like reason, right? It's like of course there's a reason why I'm saying it's going to go to 40, right? Because when it was 40, right? When it was 40,000, it dropped to, it went up to 42, then it dropped to 30 if you look back at the chart, right? Now it's very hard to see like this. Let's put 3 days, okay? And you can kind of see here, right? Go to 42, then it dropped to where? As much as 29 or whatever it is, 28, like something at the lowest point, right? So now we're seeing a different pattern again, right? It's 52, and we can kind of see the same patterns. You kind of see the same pattern here, right? So because no Bitcoin goes up forever, and what that means, like, think of it as breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. You have to breathe out. You cannot just breathe, go up, up, up. You cannot. All charts move like that, whether it's stocks or gold or anything. So just remember that. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So the question is, how high are we going to breathe in until you know, we breathe out? That some of you call that correction. So yeah. So it doesn't mean we're going to drop to 40, but I have established a chart, okay, not something like this, and I'm going to show you, right, what in a different life. But actually, if you go to my Bitcoin channel in how to 100x, you can kind of see here, want to buy, and then just go here.
8.
And I
talk
talk
easier
about,
to predict.
No, not that one. Sorry, go back one. Go to this one where I predict, right?
Sorry about that.
So you can see, like, if you just pause this, right? You can see it's breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And it's following those blue kind of lines. And in the short term, when you're looking at the price fluctuation, Like when you look at a 1 hour, you're not looking at the truth. You're looking at people's emotion. When, like right now, people are afraid, so they're like selling. Here, they're greedy, so they buy. So you're not looking at the real truth in a 1 hour view. What you're looking at is the emotion of what people feel, which can change. That's why I in the short term, I can be wrong. I could say it's going to drop and then it goes up, because I'm trying to guess, I'm trying to bet on what are people feeling based on the pattern, right? So, you know, for many years, I coach people on the emotional state that they feel. So when people are in fear, they go in a fight or flight mode from the limbic system part of the brain, and it causes them to sell, right? And the more that it drops, like now it's dropping slowly, but if it passed this line, you will see a very fast drop. There's still a slight chance that it won't crash completely, but it will go out. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at the long term, you see, right, breathing in, breathing out. That's on a 3-day view here. You see, I know it's very small, but you can watch that video to understand why I said $40K. It's not a gut feeling. I'm looking at the pattern, and you know, so I listen to what other people say. It doesn't mean I agree with them, because like I said, like I would love it to go higher, of course, because somebody said I want to go to like 50, and of course I want that too, right? Yeah. My trading profile, how do I find that? Right? I don't really have anything public there, though. It's all on my YouTube channel. Okay. Thank you. Well, it doesn't mean I will always be right, at least not in the short term. That's why I'm looking at the long-term patterns, not just on the 1 hour as well. I do look at it from a 4-hour point of view. Okay. And sorry, here, this is this chart. I don't have all the data, but on a like different one, I had all the like data about what's going to happen. But you can see breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Now it's like breathing out. But you see, if you want to understand how it works, this is a 4-hour view. It's more accurate than a 1-hour view, right? So you're seeing higher highs, right? Every time you're seeing a higher high here. You get what I'm saying? And you're seeing lower low, not just on the 1 hour. I'm talking a long-term like pattern. The higher lows, sorry. If we look at this, right, and we start seeing the breathing in and that breathes out, right, and then we see the lower low here, for sure it's on a downtrend now. It's not confirmed yet, so that's why somebody say it will go to 54. You might be right. You might be right. There's no evidence that it's not going to, except that right now, from a technical analysis, we are seeing lower lows, and we're seeing even it's green. Like people say, yeah, but it's green right now. Yeah, but it's a lower high than the green one. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, we'll learn more as you continue to watch this like channel. Yeah, I own some Doge, not much. Yeah, just buy and hold it. You know, when Elon Musk talks about it, it goes up, right? I mean, I think, yeah, don't buy Doge in the short term, maybe, but in the long term, don't buy a lot. You know, yeah, right now, not a good time to buy anyway, right? Like he says, don't buy it. Don't buy it because if Bitcoin is going to go down, then all the Bitcoin is going to go down. But you know what, guys, I don't really, on altcoins, I don't care that much. I put a very small percentage of my portfolio. I'm teaching you to 100x, and you don't even need altcoins to 100x. 100x just allows you to, you know, get some really good gains when they do well, right? So like, yes, you made some good gains on all these, right? I try to own all of them. ETH is good. ETH is good. We saw a lot of very, very good growth here while I was like sleeping, and I missed it. And I try, when I miss an opportunity, I'm always asking, what can I learn from that? Because I had a stop loss. Well, I was here and I had a stop loss and it hit, then it went all the way up. So I lost that trade. So what can I learn? So when I make a mistake, I'm always asking because my stop loss was too high, right? So then I need to put it lower so that it doesn't hit. Otherwise, I would have been on the trade and I just increased my stop loss. But compared to Bitcoin, right now, the growth rate is 1% lower than Bitcoin. Ethereum's growth rate is 1% lower than Bitcoin. Okay? So what that means is if you measure in the last 18 days, Bitcoin, I have to look at the data, but I believe is made a pretty good. Yeah, I have to look at, because if I say 18 days, I said that a few days ago where I did the research, and Ethereum was less. But now it might be different because we just saw a big jump, right? And you can see the pattern in Ethereum here. It's like going down, right? Going down. Then it broke that pattern. That's when you get in. You can see it's not very hard to see. It's once you understand what I teach you, you see, look, it broke the pattern. Boom. Of course I got in here. Did I buy here? No, because I bought here, I sell here, right? Then it goes down. Then I bought it here. Then it goes all the way up, and then I put my stop loss, and it kicked in too early. Oh well, but you know what? I put my stop loss when things get to the top. I never put a stop loss when I buy at the bottom. And this is another time, another live. Continue to subscribe to the channel. You'll understand. You have to know what's good value. ETH is good value right now, and it may outperform Bitcoin as we go forward because smart contracts is the way of the future. I really think Ethereum is undervalued in my opinion. Yes, you're right. You're right on that. You're absolutely right. So then why would I say what I said? Because if you go back to this point, I said there's two scenarios here, right? And one is the green pattern, one is the blue one. And if it doesn't go up anymore, the Bitcoin, then it's going to be the blue pattern. If it keeps going and it breaks the beyond 42, then we can look at the green pattern. It just means the growth is much faster. That's all it means. So because we don't have enough data to be 100% sure that this is the top, but we're not at the bottom right now. Would you agree with that? And you have to breathe out. It can go further, of course. Remember that what's driving this, the fuel of growth, is emotion. So we can see right now people are mostly scared. We're on a downward spiral. So we need more stronger emotion to boost it up, to break that pattern. But you're right. I'm looking at the 4 hour now. So technically speaking, it's breathing out on the 4 hour, but we don't know yet because we didn't see kind of the pattern, the full pattern. Okay. I've got a software. Some of you may know about this software. I'll just show you. Okay. And it kind of shows you why it's not working here. Yeah, it's on a bullish pattern on the 4 hour, and it's been like that. Then we have bearish, like bullish, and this software lets me know if we're in a bullish or not, like bearish. So I'm gonna make sure you guys understand all that. But yeah, it's not went below that line. So why do I say it's gonna crash? Well, it's not confirmed yet, not 100%. There's still hope that it goes up. And listen, if it starts going up, will I buy into it? Yes, but not with all my portfolio. Because at some point, are you sure Crypto said it's going to go to 62 or 63? Because I never heard him say that, and I don't think it will. But it's possible, right? Because if we go here, if we go on the green line, I believe that's in the 61. So he must believe, he's very optimistic though. But he's very good trader. So if he says that must count for like something. Look, I'm not trying to be right. no one really knows, in my opinion, because we're not finished. We don't have enough data. Okay, so we try to look at the past, but the past doesn't always equal the future. But we haven't broke that. But if we break this line, if it goes below 49, then you're going to be in a bearish market, and we can kind of see, right? Like, I'm not, when your bearish pattern is lower and lower, we now know for sure it's a crash. Like, as soon as that's down, it's a crash. But if you wait to confirm, you sell very late. You know what I mean? Like, I want to sell right away. But you have to know when it reached the top. And it's clear here that when it reached 42, that was the top. Now we're at 52. Is it the top? I don't know. I'm guessing, like all the experts. No one knows 100%. But you have to have some... You don't use your gut feeling here. You're using intelligence. You're using indicators to make a decision about where the price is going. Okay? So hope that makes sense. No one knows 100%, but we try to use data and keep the emotion out of it. Okay? Try to keep the emotion out of it. Very important point. Well, right now you shouldn't buy anything. Okay? And it doesn't matter how much money you have. Well, 20% dump is reasonable, not more than that, since institutions. It's possible, you're right. There's been a lot, like we have to expect that more companies are going to follow in. So there's no, like, these patterns are not 100% guaranteed. They're based on an 80% probability rate. And so it's based, like, nothing is 100%. So that's why you watch the movement. Things change very fast. So last time though, if we go back 1 minute here, I'm gonna just take this out. Like, if you go to the last crash, okay, just so you can understand how I think, okay, because my thinking has got lots of logic. I try to keep the emotion out of it. So if you look at the last crash, right, from the top all the way to the bottom is 27% crash. So it's not unreasonable to have a 20 sorry, I shouldn't call it a crash. It's a correction or breathing out. A crash means it goes lower than 27%. It goes like, that's a crash. This is a correction. It's a breathing out. Please try to adapt to my language. Breathing out, right? Breathing in, breathing out. So it's going to breathe out. Is it possible that it only breathes out 20? Yes. You have to be ready for that. I'm well aware that that's possible because we don't know the complete effect of Elon Musk. But I don't think he affected that much, because Elon Musk affected the emotion. On that day, we saw the price of Elon Musk rise like crazy. But in the long term, in the short term, yes. But in the long term, what we have to see is how many people are going to follow in his footsteps. Like how many other companies, like some people say Apple is next, right? Like they're gonna do the same thing. It's possible. And if that happens, then that pattern that I predict could switch from blue to green. Okay? So that's why I have two patterns in case that something big news, big event, significant event, right? But for sure, I really do think by the end of the year, we're looking at 75 to 100 and 100. Look at my data here. I don't want to say the wrong thing. At least 75,000 by the end of the year. That's what I predict on the blue line. And that number may change with time. And then up to 139,000. Okay. You bought it at 47. It doesn't matter what price you paid, but if it's 51, you're in a profit right now. So yeah, it's totally 47. So what's your profit on that? I mean, the question is, are you asking me if you should sell? 47. You're 2.2%, is that right? Don't quote me because the number's verse. I have to zoom in here a little bit. Let's see. To give you a good 47,000. 47. Right here. Yeah, you're making 2.7%. If you sell now, it's safer. Remember my philosophy, like some people will say don't sell. But I told all my inner circle group who pay me to coach them to sell. And most of them have sold. You can keep some. You can keep 50% and sell the rest. Now, worst case, it dumps. Don't sell. If you're in a trade and it starts to dump, right? So let's go in the 1 hour just so it makes more sense. So it's going up, but still within those lines. But let's say it breaks this. This is good for you. Don't sell. So right now we're in a green. So if it breaks above this blue line, then it's good. But it has to close. And this is a 37 like minute left. It has to break above. Then I would not sell. Keep your trade. And I would not sell. I would put a stop loss at the bottom here. So you're still in like profit, right? So if you put a stop loss about here, it's probably not going to hit it. That way, if it goes up, then it's good. If it goes down, then the stop loss hits. Try to put your stop loss low enough, okay? Because it's very volatile right now. Yeah, 1% is not enough. See, the problem is you didn't make much. So if you want to risk it, you have to lower your stop loss and then see if you can make that trade. So I never sell. I always put a stop loss. Okay? Don't sell, put a stop loss so that if it goes down, you hit your stop loss. So you're going to lose 1 or 2%, probably 2% if you want to be safe. As I said yesterday, I missed the Ethereum because my stop loss was too high and then it kept going up. So what I learned from that probably was too high. Most of the time I'm really good on that, except yesterday I missed it. So the problem with that, you sell now, you make more profit, but if you're stop loss, then you make less. But it's safer, okay? And learn how to make a stop loss. Well, of course it affects the Bitcoin, but I wouldn't think it will only affect it to some degree. It's one of the factors. So yes, the movement of our charts is going to move with the market. And when you say crash, like I'm being more careful because some of you ask me, it's not, for some people put comment, they say it's not going to crash, it's a correction. And I agree, I'm not going to use the word crash. You might see a correction in the stock. But people consider a crash like 20%. Most people consider a crash in the stock market, right? But that might just be a news thing. From my point of view, I wouldn't be looking at it like that. I would be looking at the chart with technical analysis, just like I'm doing right now. And I'd be looking at the 3 days, and I'd be looking at the high and the low, right? Sorry, it's 3 hour. Go to 3 days, and you can see what are the patterns, okay? Then you know your worst case when you're in a stock. Okay, guys, I've got another live to go to tonight for my other business. So I have to go. Guys, you guys have a lot of questions, but I understand. Keep coming back, and please follow the instructions for those of you who are trying to win. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around this whole time. Keep coming back. I will keep teaching you, and let's hope it goes to 61. I'll probably get back in a trade if that happens. And I will let you know if I get back in. I think that's only fair since I told you, many of you, to sell, right? But if I get back in a trade, I should let you know that I'm not going back in a trade without a stop loss. For sure, I will have a stop loss 100% guaranteed. And that means that I potentially could lose 2%, which also means I would not go in a trade with my full portfolio either. I would only go with a certain percentage of my portfolio that I'm comfortable to lose 2% on. Because I also don't feel good if, let's say, that Crypto, who I didn't hear him say that, I heard him say 54, but let's say NM is right and he's now aiming for 61, then I wouldn't feel good if it goes to 61 and I'm not in a trade, right? So if it breaks and there's a clear pattern to get in on a trade again, then I'm going to get in with a percentage of my portfolio with a stop loss probably at 2%, so it doesn't hit so easy. But if crypto is wrong and it crashes, because last time it went up to, I don't know what he said last time, but I'd be curious to go to his YouTube channel and look at, just let me show my point to you. Okay, so because I'm very logical, not emotional at all, and I love him the best. So for you to say that is big for me, right? But you can see here, when if you go from here to here, it went up to 42,000. What did Crypto say last time? Maybe look at his YouTube channel. Did he say it was going to go higher, but it didn't? Then how do you know he's right this time? I'm not. I love him, right? Okay, that's what I heard him say. Yeah, thanks, Simon. I heard him say 54, and 54 is optimistic because in the past we didn't hit that. So, I took what Crypto said with half credibility because it last time it didn't hit that. So why didn't go higher? So I don't know his reason 100%. He may be right, and if he's right, we will find out, and then that he will have more credibility if he's right. Then the next time we should listen to Crypto a little bit more because it seemed like he have his shit together. If he's right, Thanks, Simon, for clarifying that. I have no problem to acknowledge other people who are right about their predictions, but I don't want to bring optimism or emotion in this trading. I just want to bring logic, and by logic I mean technical analysis and understand strategy. So tactics and strategy are two different things. As we continue with me teaching you how to 100x without losing money, you will see that it is definitely possible to 100x and not lose money as well. Because I know some of you told me I lost money, and yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I know BitBoy, honestly, I mean, he's got some good stuff, but I much prefer Crypto, okay? So you got to follow, guys. You just got to follow whoever you feel you connect with the most. But for me, it's really important that if I make a recommendation that it's backed up with logic and good indicators and strategy, and it has to make sense. This, what I'm teaching you now is not gut feeling or emotion. It's just 100% logic, no emotion in it. I learned to take the emotion out. Yeah, guys, they're all saying all kinds of stuff, but let me ask you this, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying, do you think sometimes these crypto channels are maybe too optimistic? How accurate is their their prediction? What is in branding, right? When you create a brand, your brand is really determined by your success rate in percentage. So if I'm giving you some advice and I'm 90% accurate, then that's a reflection of my brand. Okay. If I'm 50% accurate, then my brand is not good. So I wouldn't want to come here and say, "Oh, guys, buy in this, Dogecoin. It's gonna make 500x. Guys, get in," and then it only makes 2x. I think now what I've done is I've lowered my brand and trust with you guys, and I don't take your trust in me lightly. I spend all day thinking, okay, because most of my money, I have businesses, but most of my money is made from trading. One more question and I really have to go. Well, I don't think it's just Saylor or Musk. It lowered 70% there. No. That is gone. It's hard for us old timers to adjust to the new Bitcoin. And I tried to explain that last time to you guys that, we cannot always use the past to predict the future. Okay. And because there are different factors. So I believe I shared, is it when, if you go into 100x, when to sell, when to buy. In one of those, I'm sorry, but I forget. I said that the new, I think it's this one, and I shared in this, when we look back, right, in the last year and the previous years, something has changed in this year, okay? And I explained to you what things changed. So please watch this video. And you should know, yes, these guys are they're major influencers for the people, of course. Who's not gonna listen to Michael Saylor and all these guys? I mean, Michael Saylor doesn't like traders. He doesn't, but he can't trade. He has too much money, and he's in a business. But he's a bit leaning one way. He's very smart. I listen to him. And I know what he's doing. He's trying to make us just buy and hold because he doesn't want to see the fluctuation, but you can't stop it. I mean, Michael Saylor is going to tell you one thing: buy and hold. And it's true. You cannot beat buy and hold if you're trading on a 1 hour. It's very hard. You can, but again, you would have to be perfect. So anyway. Yeah, breathe in, breathe out, beautiful state. Thank you. Yeah, so as always, I really do have to go. So, live in a beautiful state, guys. I will see you in the next live. I don't mind to come back when I see a change again. Even if it's in the middle of the night, I have my alarms that ring when the price breaks a pattern. And then if you guys want me to come back and you enjoy those live, I'll come back and tell you, okay, this is an opportunity. But guys, don't lose money. That's the point. Don't be fearful either. Be a fearless trader, okay? And live in a beautiful state. See you guys. Live in a beautiful state.